All right, let's get into the workout today. This is the dumbbell WOD for Beyond the Box. Make sure that you're following us on Instagram or you're using the BestBox app on your phone. For the workout today, make sure that you are getting into the warm-up, you're reading the stimulus, you have an idea of the intent of the workout, and you're preparing yourself for the movements that lay ahead. In that warm-up, we want to make sure that we are getting ourselves nice and warm. We may be generating a little bit of a sweat. Definitely feel your body temperature rise and get a little bit of mobilization in your joints, preparing you for the movements that we're going to do today. So if we take a look at the workout, we have a chipper style workout. So we're trying to get through all these movements for time, starting with the 50 air squats. We want to make sure that we're moving really well as we do these. The air squat, very simply, is sitting back and down. So pretend like you have an imaginary chair behind you, sitting back and down. Whether you get to hip at the same level as the knees or your hips get below the knees, we're trying to maintain our full depth. What I mean by that is that we have good posture and we're going as deep as we can with that as well. So if I'm going down and then I get to here, I still look good, but then I try to go lower and I start to collapse on my shoulders. I don't have the posture to maintain this position well, so then I'm gonna come back to here where I'm still in a really good posture. So a really good upright position, a little bit of a forward lean, but I'm not rounding, and then stand all the way up. If you're at home and you're maybe struggling a little bit with that squat depth and you really don't know where to go to, recommend using a stool, or if you have a chair or something you can sit to. Even if you have you're at your stairs, I would recommend giving yourself a target to sit to, which you can then maybe step away from a little bit and try and maintain good posture and hitting that target depth. Following our 50 air squats, we're gonna go into 25 reverse burpees. Reverse burpees are essentially the opposite of a regular burpee, where a regular burpee would look like this. Nice full stand, I'm gonna bend over, go to the floor, and then I'm going to come back up, a little bit of full extension at the top, nice standing, eyes straight for the full regular burpee. The reverse burpee is, rather than my chest touching the floor, I want my back to touch the mat, to touch the floor. So I'm going to use a mat to give myself a softer landing. So as I do this, rather than bending over like I did for the regular burpee, I'm going to squat down, lower myself to the floor, feet up in the air, and then get myself back to a standing position. I can get myself even higher if I do a big candlestick and really try and get my feet up at the bottom position. That will help me generate a little bit more momentum as I'm coming out of that. So as I go down, up, and then it makes it a little bit easier to get out of that. I can also bend one knee, which seems to help as well for people who are struggling with this position. So bend the knee. What may even help too is having maybe a counterweight. So if I have a counterweight, say I use something like this, any object that has significant weight would do. Maybe you have a like dumbbell going down. As I get that weight out in front of me, it's going to help pull me forward, back to my feet and out of that position. Following those reverse burpees, we're going to go into 40 Russian dumbbell swings. A Russian swing is from the floor up to eye level. So because we're only going to eye level, we're going to try and use a heavier weight or use the heaviest weight that you have available to you. So I want to make sure that I maintain a good flat back. I'm bending over. My weight's just slightly out in front of me. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to swing it between my legs, and then I'm going to drive through the hips to help get that weight up to my eye level. Notice I'm maintaining a good flat back as I'm going through this movement. Really, it's my hips doing the work. If I'm just hips go back, hips go forward, back forward. If I put my arms in front, if I'm just doing this, and then I put my arms in front, I'm not moving my arms intentionally. That's just the momentum that I'm carrying from my hips. Following those 40 dumbbell swings, you're gonna go into another set of 20 reverse burpees, following that with 30 sit-ups. Sit-ups from the floor. Keep the low back flat against the floor. As that low back gets tight and tucked to the floor, bring the shoulders off the floor, hands overhead, toss them like you're tossing a ball between the knees, and sit up nice and straight. Reach forward, touch your ankles, touch your toes. Following those 30 sit-ups, we're going to go into another set of reverse burpees, and then 20 push-ups. 20 push-ups, we want to maintain a nice, solid plank position. For my knees, I'm going to get into a nice, tight, neutral spine. Knees off the floor. Now I'm in my push-up position, which is also a high plank. From here, I'm going to maintain this position. I'm going to go down and push myself back up. If I need to scale this, knees can go on the floor, but make sure that you don't leave your bum back here. Squeeze your hips, squeeze your glutes, and bring the hips forward. Maintain a nice flat back with a straight position. Lower yourself down, back up. If you need to, you can also do a little bit of an incline. So if you have your table available and you need to do that from there, or you need to go to a wall, you can do your push-ups from there as well. Following those 20 push-ups, 10 reverse burpees again, and then finish it off with 10 regular burpees. Reminder, regular burpee, chest to floor, stand up all the way at the top, nice and tall, no cone head. So remember, looks like this. Hands overhead, nice, tall, upright position, cone heads, not shark fins. All right, get after it, have fun, chip away.